Hello, everyone. Welcome to the seminar Talk with the Expert, episode 5. Today, we're addressing the critical topic that affects athletes across all the sports. It's true that doping can damage my health. How? I understand the risks associated with doping is essential for athletes and all the levels. So let's learn a little bit more about this with our incredible guests for today. It's an honor to have with us the Dr. Denise Derani, who is a doctor in Brazil and also a part of the TUIC member on Virtus, World Abilitysport, and IBSA, and our athlete Anri Sakurai, wheelchair fencing representing World Ability, two Paralympic Games with medals. Thanks both for coming. Uh, thanks for start. Thanks for being here with us 1 month more. So we are almost ending the year. We are in October doing the seminar regarding September. So we still have October, one more, November and December. So just three more and talk with the experts for this year. Thanks both for be here. So as we are talking the past all the seminars we are here, doping is it's a challenge in sports, affecting not only the integrity of the competition but also the health of our athletes. This seminar aims to guide athletes on the necessary actions to protect themselves from doping. And we are honored to have here Denise and Aran that can talk a little bit more about health management. And let's start. And doping, it's sometimes a shortcut that can improve a performance for sure, but it comes with serious health risks that many athletes may not fully understand. Today, our speakers are going to discuss about this, not just and on the moment the health affect us, but at the long-term consequence that athletes may face. Let's begin introducing our speaker, Denise Derani. Denise, thanks for coming here. Could you explain to us just a little bit more how doping can affect our health when you use not just
Uh,
in long term, but also a short term?
uh, at the first, I'm honored to be here for athletes and Julian and um, like um, as a sports medicine doctor and a DCO, I I need to protect the athletes, okay, and I need to emphasize that doping substance can have serious health implications. For example, anabolic steroids, for example, can lead to cardiovascular issues, liver damage, hormonal imbalance, and psychological effects such aggressive and depression. Okay, stimulants can increase heart attack or stroke. Do you understand me?
Yeah,
Yes.
don't worry. Denise, just be careful. Your hands are in front of the camera. We are just
Oh,
see
sorry,
your hands.
sorry, sorry. Uh,
It's not a
then,
problem at all. Let's
then
let's
it's
just
crucial
recap.
for the
Let's
uh,
just recap. You are explaining how some substance can affect their body. You told that anabolic steroids has a consequence. Which consequence is the anabolic steroids for our body?
cardiovascular issues and
Uh-huh.
uh,
Like a heart
figure,
attack and
heart
the
attack,
liver.
liver, yes, liver damage, and uh, health consequence for a long time. Okay,
Okay,
and
so I got.
and
So if you take, for example, anabolic steroids, we can damage our liver that is responsible for clean our body. So be careful.
yes,
And
yes,
also we can have damage our cardiovascular system, that's our heart, in other words,
yes,
and
mhm,
and maybe in some extremely case to have a heart attack.
yes,
Good.
heart attack, and the shortcuts are harmful. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
shortcuts are damaging.
Mm-hmm.
Prioritizing health over performance is key. That's okay, Julian. Do
Okay,
you agree
I
with
got
me?
totally. So what you said that it's a shortcut can improve your sport
Yes,
enhancement or sport, but can damage your health for long term. It's really important. Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Thanks for
And,
telling.
okay. And
Be careful with your hands. You're still in front of the
oh,
camera.
thank you, Brazilian people.
No, it's okay.
Uh,
So it's important to remember that anabolic steroids is one of the type that prohibited substance and the least that we should avoid. Remember, guys, always we have other substance, for example, diuretic. If you use, it's also complicated for your kidneys because we can damage them, right?
yes, and I told for stimulants can increase heart attack too, and
Oh,
risk for stroke too.
oh,
Increase risk for stroke.
so people that sometimes use more stimulants can have a brain problem because
Yes.
they can have a
Uh,
stroke that it's a tiny bleed on the brain that can
uh,
damage the entire brain and also increase also the heart attack.
uh,
So yeah, it's another
when you use more than you need, okay. When you use more than you need, you can uh, make the risk, take the
oh,
risk.
I think I understood. So, for example, we had some athletes that use a Ritalin, that is a stimulant. If they are using an appropriate way with the right
It's
dose,
okay.
it's not a problem. But if the
No.
athlete take, for example, 3 pills instead of one, you can
Uh,
increase the damage for your body. Oh, okay.
and other stimulants like amphetamines and others. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's good for Anri. I don't think that amphetamine is good for fancy athletes, right? Maybe you lose the control with your epi during the competition.
Uh,
What do you think?
more
Yeah, yeah, I
aggressive,
think so.
more,
Yeah.
uh, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh, uh,
Anri, what do you think? I truly believe that you are unfortunately with people that use prohibited substance and they can damage. Do you know anyone that maybe you saw in your day by day sporting life, and what do you think about this?
So in recent years, the issue of doping has appeared again and again in the headlines. It's not just one sport, not just one country. It's a problem that touches every corner of the athletic world. And it raises a big question. What are we really chasing in sports? So the truth is competition has never been tougher. Every year the bar gets higher, records are broken, expectation rise, and athletes are asked to go further, faster, stronger than ever before. On the surface, this progress looks exciting, but behind it, there is also a darker reality. And before I became a para athlete, I was a long distance runner for nearly 10 years. As a child and a teenager, I lived and breathed the athletics. And, during that time, I saw both the beauty and the cost of the high level competition. I
Yeah,
admire those who achieve the incredible results through hard work, but I also couldn't ignore something else. Some athletes whose physical growth seemed far beyond their age. So at the time, I didn't fully understand. Looking back now, I realize that many were probably using steroid, EPO, and diuretics or growth hormones. And
yeah,
among female long distance runners, it was especially troubling. Some use hormones to stop menstruation. Some relied on diuretics to reduce body fat cut and cut down their race time. So I saw the consequence with my own eyes. So athlete who once set dazzling record who earned university admission thanks to their performance, but later faced a broken health, damaged organs, hormone system completely out of the balance, and their career ended far too soon. They chased a result so hard that they lost not only their sports, but also their long-term well-being. And watching that left a deep mark on me. It showed me that chasing glory at any cost can lead to a lifetime of pain. And so as a para athlete today, I've chosen different approach. My focus is on training, on nutrition, and on building my body the right way. So because doping is not just about breaking rules, it's about risking your body and your future for something temporary. And that is a message I want to leave you with today. Every athlete faces a choice. Do we take the shortcut? Do we honor the journey? And do we sacrifice our future for a moment of glory? Do we build something that lasts? So I believe it is our responsibility, not as just as athlete, but as people to keep this in mind. And sports should not come at the cost of our health, our dignity, or our lives. The true victory is not only in the winning medal, but in walking away from sports stronger, healthier, and ready for the future. I think so. Yeah, that's it.
Give me goosebumps when gets it's like to hear something like that, that you choose to do the right thing, you by yourself, for sure, with knowledge, with, but you choose the right thing to be ethic and health is the, for me, I think, is the dream for all our athletes, for not just for the Paralympics, for the every sport around the world, because they, as you told, some friends, as we can call that, was were training with you when that time that we were running, running athlete. You saw how they can use special hormones. It's very danger to use hormones, first of all, not like anabolic steroids, but
Yes,
in the the begin ages, when you're a teenager, even when you're not even adult, the damage it's even worse. Maybe Denise
yes,
can tell the difference to use hormones before to be considered an adult. Can you explain to us?
yes. Uh, I I agree with you because when you are adolescents or you are children, the body uh, is in. Can you speak is in English? Formação, in
It,
development, in
yes, it's
development,
growing.
and
Hmm.
it's uh, it's uh, it's why it's more dangerous when you to take the medicine or other substance when you are uh, adolescents. Do you understand me? Because your body is in development and grow. This medicine or the substance can cause damaging in this damaging. Do you understand? Damaging in their body. Okay, and the use of doping uh, can have multiple impacts on the athlete's life, physical, psychological, and ethically. Some way believe that this substance can help them reach the podium faster, like shortcuts, do you understand?
Hmm.
But that medal can be lost so easily with just one test, okay?
Yeah.
And
Uh,
however, the real priority is the doctor the, is priority the priority the information for athletes to, to athletes through prioritizing your health. And our mission as a professional is to remind athletes that the true success is sustainability only when it is building on integrity and respect for their on boards. Educations are the best tools to prevent doping and to ensure that performance comes from preparates, prepares not from shortcuts. Every athlete must remember that their uh, that great victory is not a medal, but a healthy and on and legacy. Do you understand? Make the legacy, get the legacy. I don't know if I explain good, but
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's to recap. As we talked about, teenagers, youth athletes using doping has a huge impact, bigger if you compare with adults, because their body is still growing, still in development. So we need to understand the impact of these hormones in their bodies, but also in their brain, can make a lot of difference compared with adults. I'm not telling that adults are free for using anabolic steroids, for sure not, but the damage can be produced on the teenagers, on the youth athletes, can be even worse. And something that we cannot repair or fix in the future, because once it's done, the damage, this type of damage, is going to be forever. We need to remember that all the anabolic steroids and the stimulants depends of some organs inside our body, especially liver and kidneys. These two organs are very important for us, especially for the athletes. They need to recover and have these organs and 100% working pretty well to manage the damage that the exposure of high level of training get already in our body. So please don't forget, eat, sleep, and training. This is the best tools
yes,
for
yes.
you.
Uh,
As Denise told us, she's a DCO also, not just to remember. She get in touch with many athletes during the doping control process. And as she told, just one shot that a cat positive test can damage our entire career. We are going to talk the legal consequence in the next seminar also. It's just to know about. Um, so be careful, all the athletes, the damage can be forever. We, if you want to know a little bit more, we are going to keep publishing our social media the impacts of health consequence in long term for each type of group, the prohibited substance. Okay, we need to
okay.
remember that we have many types of prohibited substance, and we have groups like anabolic steroids, stimulants, diuretics, and so on. Okay. Um, Let me see if I have another question here. Um, I I need to tell that I've become a very fan of Anri last month because I saw her competing in Korea. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to find the best words to tell because it's really cool when we see athletes that they play fair, they believe in, and it's one of the best athletes on the competition. This is something that make my job worth. See people working the right and appropriate and playing fair, playing clean. So it was an honor to see you, Ari. I know that was not the best event for you because you were not feeling 100% well, but I saw you on the YouTube channel playing for the Paralympics because I would see you in the best moment. So congratulations. And I just would like to know if you have any words to tell about this health consequence and another tip, maybe.
Yes, and when it comes to training, of course, I work with my coach to create structured training plans, but I also make a conscious effort to follow the right nutrition plan with advice from a friend who is a nutritionist, because no matter how hard you train, if you don't fuel your body properly, the training will never fully translate into our performance. And besides sports-specific practice, I also train with a dedicated physiotherapist. And what they always tell me is the rest is just as important as training. So that might sound, it's very simple, but for athletes, it's very easy to fall into the mindset of the more I train, the stronger I become. So in reality, pushing too hard without enough recovery often leads to overwork and eventually injuries. So ironically, the weight training that was supposed to make you stronger can sometimes take you away from the sports for a few months. And I've experienced that myself more than once. And honestly, that's the most dangerous moment for any athlete when you are injured, unable to train the way you want, but still desperately chasing results. In that psychological corner, some athletes turn to the doping as a quick fix. So I understand why it feels like a shortcut, a way out of the frustration. But in truth, it's the worst possible choice, because doping doesn't just risk your health, it destroys everything you have worked for: your effort, your result, your glory, even your career and your life as an athlete. And that's why I believe in building a support team around me: coaches, nutritionists, physiotherapists, doctors, even psychologists. So it might feel like a slower, more complicated path, but in the long run, it's the only way to grow sustainably as an athlete. So the reality is everything we have built up over years of training can be lost in an instant. And no matter who you are, every athlete will one day face retirement. That's why I believe health is not just about performance now. So it's also about protecting the second career and the life that comes after. So for me, the health will always be one of the most important and timeless themes in my sports. Yeah, that's it.
I love.
Hi, Juliana. Can I
Hi,
speak?
please, please.
Juliana, se você me permitir, eu vou falar em português e você traduz, porque é uma questão muito importante que você levantou sobre.
Deixa eu só avisar eles. Guys, she wants to speak a little bit in Portuguese and you translate, because it's a very specific topic. So she's going to speak and you translate after, okay? Go ahead.
Okay. Então, a questão de doping em jovens atletas, né? O que nós podemos ter de risco? Vários riscos, né? Porque o cérebro também, a personalidade está em formação, né? Você pode ter distúrbios hormonais, tá bom? Se você quiser, eu posso tentar falar em inglês, e se você quiser...
I'm creating a note.
Tá. I speak in English, and if my pronunciation is not good, okay? That health effects in doping young athletes, several hormonal disruption. They use anabolic steroids can suppress the body natural hormonal production. Do you understand? And this may cause delayed or anormal puberty and infertility, and menstrual irregularities, and grow, the plate grow, cartilagem de crescimento pode ser fechada de forma imatura. And grow
Let me
Growth
summarize to
plates
everyone.
closer can occur prematurely, resulting in permanent short stature, comprometer a estatura, tá? Uh, Cardiovascular risks. Body stimulants and anabolic agents are raise blood pressure and and heart rate, leading to cardiac hypertrophy and other complications. Do you understand?
Let me summarize to everyone. Deixa eu resumir para todo mundo, tá?
Tá.
As she told, uh, youth athletes that are using some anabolic steroids, that all the substances are very dangerous, but in the case of youth, for sure, anabolic steroids, it's maybe the most dangerous family of prohibited substance for them. So some consequences that the use of prohibited anabolic steroid and the wrong dose specifically, it's the change of personality. If you use, for example, testosterone, usually you get more aggressive than you should be or supposed to be. Hormone disturbance, so your body has a balance, has a very clever and a sensitive balance. How much testosterone, progesterone, especially in girls' body, this balance, it's very sensitive. You know that we have the period cycle. This period cycle must be respected and then following the balance, okay? Abnormal hormone hyper also can interfere how tall your height and how tall you're going to be. Okay, so there are some examples that she gave to us. Pode continuar.
Me? And, a questão do crescimento é porque as crianças e os adolescentes, eles têm uma placa de crescimento, né? Que isso, se essa placa ela é lesionada ou ela fecha antes do tempo, eles vão ter o comprometimento de estatura para o resto da vida, ou às vezes até alguma deformidade, né? Então, isso pode prejudicá-los. Outra situação, são os riscos cardiovasculares, que hoje os jovens, os adolescentes, estão usando muito estimulantes, né? Misturando com outras substâncias, isso pode dar problemas de aumento da pressão arterial, hipertrofia cardíaca e outras complicações também, tá? Também o que é muito perigoso são as arritmias, né? As arritmias cardíacas podem levar até a morte súbita, né? Eu penso que isso são um dos poucos piores problemas, entendeu? Existem vários problemas, eu citei alguns, existem muito mais. Por isso, a importância da educação, né, começar das categorias de base, dos jovens atletas, daqueles que estão iniciando, né? Isso é muito importante, porque eles também são muito mais influenciáveis do que os adultos, do que os atletas mais adultos, que estão mais experientes. Então, acho que isso você tocou numa questão muito importante, Juliana. Por isso que eu quis falar em português, porque eu
Tudo
conseguiria me
bem.
explicar melhor.
Eu sei. She said that she preferred to explain in Portuguese because she could express herself better. The other two informations that she gave to us regarding the youth athletes using anabolic steroids, that especially regarding the how they are growing, because our body has like a curve how we are going to grow, and if you started to use anabolic steroids when you are youth, usually we stop to grow, and so we are going to have a short stature compared with your biologic, genetic expectations. So just summarize: if you use anabolic steroids, especially in youth athletes, you're possible not grow as much as you would be, and a part of this, for sure, cardiovascular problems, like have a hypertrophy of your heart, have the heart big, that it's a damage, a long-term damage that you're going to suffer in that moment, that start to have a big heart, and maybe to to die before your biological possibility. I don't know if I could explain pretty well because it's too medical, too technical information, guys. Sorry.
Uh,
Uh, uh, um,
uh,
I just needed to tell that we are running fast and our time, sorry, run out. I want to say too much. Thanks so much for both of the speakers, and it's very important your insights. We are going to continue to have our seminars next week, not end of this month. We are going to have the legal consequence. So you talk about how you can be tested, how to request it to, what's the consequence if you use doping for your health. But if the DCO tests you and you test positive, what's the legal consequence apart to be sanctioned and out of sport? You can have also monetary consequence. Let's talk about this next month, okay? Thanks again, both, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
thank you. Thank you, Church.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank
Bye.
you, Juliana.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Anri. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.